Okay, welcome back to QPR View. In this video, we are going to talk about the disappointment of the Norwich game. How close are QPR to getting their first win, and also what do QPR need in the January transfer window? Jawad, I feel for you every single week. My goodness, QPR played well at Norwich. You not even should have come up with a draw. Shouldn't you have won that?
Yeah, it was a decent performance, but again, the goal threat is just non-existent. And when you can't score goals, you can't give away the goal that we gave away. It was one long ball. You can see it from behind the goal. The defender's ball watching over his head, and really basic defending. And then once we go a goal down, I don't think there's any belief that they'll get back into it.
Yeah, do you need Charlie Austin back?
Well, it's going to take something in January like that, someone who actually knows where the goal is, because there's no goal threat. There's absolutely no goal threat there whatsoever. And I think the frustrating thing is with Lyndon Dykes, I'm not even sure that we need a number 9 who scores goals. We need a number 9 like Heide Helgesen a few years ago, who could bring the other players into play. Because if Ilias Chair and Willock have somebody to kind of play off, I think they could score goals.
Yeah,
but there's zero hold up play really either. So
this is it, to win the knockdowns, hold it up while the runners
win a free kick even. It just doesn't happen.
How worrying is it getting for you now? Because you must have you'll have come out of that game, I'm sure, at Norwich, realising that Plymouth had won. Coventry had won, Rotherham had picked up a point, Huddersfield had picked up a point, Sheffield Wednesday seem to be improving. Whilst you are improving, the teams for you to catch seem to be just this weekend anyway, just creating a bit of a wider gap. Is that a worry for you?
Yeah, I think obviously his first 3 games in charge, I don't think we'll get a better run of fixtures to pick up points this season. We played Rotherham, who sacked their manager a week later. You had Bristol City, who had a new manager in place for three days, I think, and Norwich, who were probably the worst side that we've played all season. And we've come out of it with 2 points and 1 goal, I think. So yeah, the late Huddersfield goal was a bit of a blow, I think, because you kind of looked at that fixture and you would have thought Southampton would have beaten them. So I think the next 3 games are going to be huge for us.
Yeah, we'll talk about the Preston game, which we're previewing in a second. Let's talk about January, though. First of all, talk about your finances. Are you able to sign players in January? Money's always been tight at QPR, but how likely are you to see a splurge on some players?
I think it's unlikely that they'll have big money to spend, but I think they know that if they don't sign people, they'll get relegated. I think it comes down to that. I don't think there's any players that they can sell that would raise the funds. Ilias Chair's the obvious one, but his form's not been great, so I can't see anybody paying the club what they would want for him. I would have thought the manager wanted assurances when he took the job that there was some money to spend, but it's not going to be much. And listening to everyone else, everyone wants a striker. It's the hardest position
to find,
to buy. And in January, especially, it's even harder, I think, than it is in the summer window. So,
okay, let's preview the game against Preston. So this weekend, Cardiff went there, scored 2 goals in injury time. Would have damaged their confidence somewhat, and the locals aren't very happy with Ryan Lowe either at the moment. Is this a good time to go and play them?
In all honesty, I honestly don't know with us. We won there last season, actually. That was Neil Critchley's first win. Maybe history will repeat itself, but yeah, I can't see there being many goals, and our form has to turn at some point, doesn't it? So
it does. I mean, I'm going to be straight on the telephone to you when you get that win, just to see a smile on your face. All right, give us a score prediction then for Preston QPR.
I'm going to go 0-0.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, a thrilling Friday night game. Not one for the neutrals, I don't think.
No. Just before I let you go, obviously we had the sad news this week of Terry Venables passing away, who obviously had connections with QPR. Might be before your time, but do you have any fond memories that your dad has told you about his time at QPR?
It was just before my time, actually. I started going in about 1985, 86. I was 3 then. So reading the tributes on the QPR social media stuff has been quite eye-opening, just to what a great player he was at QPR, but also what an amazing manager he was, and the things that he achieved. And to get a job offer from Barcelona, having managed QPR, I think says just what an incredible job he did. And listening to other tributes from Gary Lineker and Shearer and stuff, it just kind of hit home what an absolute gentleman he was, but what a fantastic manager he was too. So I'm sure the club will do a good tribute.
Yeah, there'll be tomorrow night. Yeah, he was certainly, obviously, certainly before my time in terms of a player and a manager. But obviously, remember Euro 96, and I think that we're not going to have the country so united like that under any other England manager. Certainly not this one that we have now.
No, and you just wonder if he had kind of if the FA had kind of accepted him a bit more, what England could have gone on and done in '98 maybe as well.
Absolutely. Great. Well, thanks for showing that, Jawad. And listen, best of luck against Stoke this week, and best of luck against Preston. We're rooting for you to get out of this. The neutral
could be sitting here next week with 6 points in the bag. You never know.
All right. Cheers, Jawad. We'll catch you next week. Cheers for coming.
Thank you. Cheers.